viewers and members of Bangalore Foodies Club. We're so happy to have you join us today in this really privileged conversation that we're going to have with Chef Sabyasachi Gorai, also popularly known as Chef Sabi. And along with him, we have Dr. Meghna Pasi, who is a health nutritionist and also was part of the judging team for the for our balanced My Thali and My Thali My Way contest. And we will be going over a couple of the important details on how to make your meal more nutritious and balanced, and at the same time continue to eat what you have at home and what you traditionally have always eaten in your life. The goal of Arogya World is to help urban women understand nutrition better and the nutritional pyramid, which is constantly be changing. And so we will be discussing the latest version. And this is in accordance with National Institute of Nutrition, that is India. So all these numbers and all that we talk about, it relates to Indian people and not the world, not taking into consideration maybe a Caucasian diet. So we are going to be talking about a lot of those things. A lot of you all submitted absolutely brilliant thalis. It was very difficult to choose which one would be a winner. So hats off to the judging team. They worked really hard to find who met all the criterias and did everything brilliantly. So congratulations to all our winners. We are so impressed by your knowledge and the efforts that you put in. So let me begin by introducing our Chef Sabi. Now, what can I say about Chef Sabi? He is the man with the Midas touch. He is most in demand for every restaurant that is planning to open or has opened. He was previously with Olive Bar. That's where he started his rise, and since then he has helmed Lavash by Sabi, among many other restaurants that he consulted with. And most importantly, what I really appreciate about Chef Sabi is that he gave up a very lucrative career and decided that he wanted to mentor young chefs and bring, open the world for them and, let them understand cuisine better, understand food better, understand nutrition, presentation. There's so many things that go into making a brilliant dish. And that's what Chef Sabi excels in. He has, I'll read a couple of things that he has. He's been the recipient of the President of India's award. And he, of course, he has a cult following. He's also the dynamic president of Young Chefs Forum of IFCA. Then the other thing I wanted to bring to attention is his biggest international achievement came when he won the Best Chef of India at the Warli Awards in New York. So welcome, Chef Sabi. Thank you so much. I will now introduce Dr. Meghna Pasi next.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. So we have had an opportunity to talk with Dr. Pasi before, and she brilliantly highlighted all the important things that are required in a well-balanced thali. We went through, that talk, and it was well received by the members of BFC, and we had a lot of more audience also who watched it, and we got a lot of messages from many people who told us how much they appreciated it and how much they have learned, and that how it's going to help them modify their nutritional needs going forward. So thank you, Dr. Pasi, for having done that with us before. It has been an honor and privilege. And so a little bit about Dr. Meghna Pasi. She is a nutritional consultant with Arogya World and My Thali, and she has more than 15 years of experience in public health nutrition, that is on how to improve the health of the urban woman. She has worked extensively in that field and has gained much knowledge. And so today, whatever conversation that we have between Chef Sabi and Dr. Meghna is going to be brilliant. I hope, you take time and hear it once more, because a lot of lovely information is there to share. And finally, I would like to also introduce Ronak Kundu. He is, what can I say about him too? He's also one of the biggest names in the F&B industry in India. He is also the founder of Bangalore Foodies Club. He started the club, and we are currently at over 185 5,000 members, very active. We have amazing traction with all our contests and food, and it's so many things happening. So I will now hand over to Dr. Meghna, and then at some point, Meghna, when you're free, in between, you can have Ronak give you the numbers, the stats that we discussed about.
Sure. Thank you so much, Rupa. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Chef. It's been wonderful. Last 2 weeks have been, we went crazy judging the thalis, and it was extremely exciting as well as difficult. I would say it was a really hard time. There were like a number of entries, and it made it so difficult for me to select just a few, of those, but I would like to congratulate everyone. Kudos to all those who participated. And I hope, the discussion that we had earlier and the discussion today that we're going to have with the chef is going to help you, the way forward, going to learn a little bit more on how to balance your thalis, how to portion, and, understand the portion that you get from your thalis. Indian thalis have been, it's been so traditional, the most, the loved home food. And today, chef is with us, so he would give us an expert's opinion, his view on, how to balance your thalis, how to make them more innovative, and not just have the normal roti, sabzi, dal, chawal, which actually, make our thalis, but keeping the portion in control, at the same time having the right amount of portion in your thali. So I would like to take you through a small presentation. It's all about the 6 winners that we have selected today. Once again, I congratulate all of them. And with every winner thali that I will go through, I will give in some inputs from my end about the nutritional content, and will ask the chef to, give his inputs for the upcoming, the home chefs. So if you can all see my presentation, can you? Is it clear on the screen? Yeah. I have started sharing my screen. Can you all view the screen, please? Someone. Chef, can you see it? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
All right.
We can
Okay.
see you.
Okay. Great.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So these were the criterias based on which we selected those few winners. So first was the portion control. We all know that all the food groups have to be included. That is the carbs, that's the cereals and the grains, your proteins which come from a veg protein source, the dal or the pulse, or a non-veg protein source could be the meat, chicken, eggs. At the same time, keeping the portions in control, which you all know about the thali, that, for a woman or a man, how much you should be having: 1 katori of dal with 1 katori of sabji, and a katori of rice with half a cup of salad and half a cup of curd and 2 chapatis. So this was again a criteria. For some who did not score on it, was like, they kind of went out of proportion while putting on the foods on the thali. The plus points were given on those who used a better cooking method, right? So that they could retain more nutrients. And, in place of deep frying or using more oil, they used methods like steaming and roasting and baking. Um, the ones who scored more points were those who used millets like ragi and bajra and jowar in place of wheat and rice. And even if you've used rice, you've used brown and red rice in place of white rice. So definitely a +1 there. And going for salads, a lot of people, participants used a combination of veggies, nuts, and seeds to make it into a very healthy salad. So these were a few pointers where, the participants, the winners, scored more over the others. So now I'll just take you through the winning thalis. And congratulations, Veena. Yours was a very balanced thali. This is the picture of the thali. It had rasam, it had rice, curd, salad, and a dal and a vegetable mix along with some chicken. So I think it was very rich in protein. One thing I thought could be replaced was the white rice with some other rice, and maybe, the wheat chapati with a jowar or a bajra. But overall, a very balanced, well proportioned, portioned out meal. So, chef, what's your take on this? Uh, any feedback?
It's a lovely spread. I wish I get to eat something like this every day at lunch.
Chef, you're not audible. Chef, can you please get back? I think there's a glitch.
Over here, and one bowl could come back. So make the sequence a little more. There's a crispy fried something. So overall balance wise, it's a very good balanced thali. Look and feel, we could have improved quite a lot, and in terms of nutrition, definitely we could have done little more than just the white rice. It definitely falls on the principle of Arogya Mai Thali's, teaching of portion and portion, and absolutely lovely. Congratulations to the winner.
Yeah. Thank you, chef. Thank you. So, yeah, let me take you through the fifth winner. This is Sunaina Singh. Congratulations, Sunaina. Your thali too looks quite interesting. It's quite balanced with curd and rice with salad and a lot of proteins. It has veggies too. So this too has, I think, pepper chicken with the dal, and it's a mix with methi and some mixed dal with some salad, and again a white rice. So this was one place where I think you lost 1 point because once again, using the white rice, it could have been replaced by the brown or the red rice, or you could make it into a mix with mixing it with some more veggies, or putting it some pulse or a dal to make it more nutritious. So what say, chef?
Absolutely sumptuous. It really makes me feel hungry. You're absolutely right, doctor. The balance we could have definitely worked upon. Yes, white rice is something at the level, it's already climbing up the ladder. So as we go steeper, the competition gets tougher. So white rice could have been replaced. Also, the color, I would look at, because we eat with our eyes before we actually eat with our palate. So if you see the color wise, that almost two yellowish looking things, maybe we could change one of the cooking styles or one of the gravy styles or the masalas to make maybe one brownish, one reddish, one yellowish, or one greenish and one reddish and one brownish. So basically try to bring in more variety in the offering. Also, we must understand every time the food looks different, it also tastes different. We don't want to set a monotony. The reason being, large part of the modern generation, current generation Indian kids or millennials have gone away from thali because it looks monotonous and it also becomes monotonous. So if we mentally play this game that every day the thali looks different in terms of the color combination, it would attract people back to eating a healthy thali. And we all know that there is nothing more healthy than a perfectly balanced Indian thali.
Great, thanks, chef. That was a great tip to make it more colorful. Yes, the more appealing, the more it would, be look inviting. So I think yes, I agree to this. Though from a nutritional, take, I did not pay attention to this. So thanks for bringing it to our notice. Okay, so going forward, this is congratulations, Priya. Your thali looks wonderful. Yes, and you scored well because it is quite balanced. You've used red rice. I can see some ghee over it. There's salad, and yes, the plus that I give in terms of nutrition, it had some ginger chutney with some garlic rasam. So quite rich in antioxidants to boost your immunity. And the curd is used in two ways. It has a glass of buttermilk with, I think this is bhindi with curd, right? So it is called a pachadi in I think in Karnataka. I think it's a Kerala thali or a Kannada thali. I'm not very sure of. But yes, curd with a vegetable or curd in form of a raita. So here you can add in more veggies. And there is a mix of vegetable and a dal, and there is again a dal. So it's quite protein rich. The rasam acts as an appetizer. But yes, one thing you could have avoided the papad. A homemade pickle is okay because it also acts as a digestive. Papad, if bought from outside, I feel packaged papads, they have a lot of salt. So you can try and avoid. But overall, a very balanced meal. So, chef, please give your feedback on this.
Doctor, as you rightly pointed out, absolutely stunning spread, like, like a princely spread, what we can say. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's lots of interesting colors, a beautiful spread. There is a good balance of your food groups. Me as a chef, when I look at something like this, the first thing that comes to my mind that where I could improve on this one. It's a beautiful thali. It's absolutely stunning. Congratulations to the winner. But the way professional chefs, how we think is we look at things like texture. We talk about things like mouth feel. If you look at this thali, there are a lot of things that are softer or liquidy in nature or submerged in liquid, like a soupy or a stewy kind of a texture. So this thali, in my mind, could improve on textures. You could bring in something crunchy apart from the papad. I'm not really seeing anything crunchy at the same time. Like you mentioned, that papad could be avoided. So I'm a little scared to now say that the papad is the only thing that is adding crunch to the thali. But
Okay.
yes, there's a bit of fresh vegetables also. I'm seeing the salad. Yes, the thali is amazing. Where I would feel that a few things could be added is adding on texture in terms of if you're doing something dry, something wet, something bhuna like a masala, something fried, something steamed and boiled. I absolutely love the red rice and how she managed to even make sure the ghee is actually visible and not melting into the rice. So great credit goes to the photography of this thali, and fantastic credit for putting all of this together, making it look so sumptuous. Definitely, due in your list, uh, and congratulations to the winner.
Yeah, great. So some
So,
more points
Meghna
have.
and Chef, one question here is that how healthy is ghee in our thali, or should ghee be included?
Yes,
Doctor?
okay. Chefs, sure, I'll answer that. Yes, ghee should be part of our thali. It should be part of our meals, apart from
Absolutely.
the cooking oils that we use, because though we say that it is rich in saturated fats, but it also has monounsaturated fats. It has butyric acid. Uh, the fat that is more healthy for the heart, right? And earlier, I mean, in ancient times or in traditional thalis, we always used to see, the first portion or the first bite that you take, it should be with ghee, the rice and the ghee that should be taken. They also say that, it kind of sticks to your throat when the rest of the meal passes through it, so it doesn't itch you and it helps you even in digestion. So ghee should be part of your meal, though not much, but yes, a teaspoon of ghee a day is quite healthy. So it is heart friendly, so do not restrain. But ghee, like in khichdi, ghee in rice is better than using ghee for either frying your jalebis or I think yes, but not in moderation, not much. And then coming to red rice, yeah, one thing I wanted to mention, the difference between the red and the white rice. Like people might have this question because it's not available everywhere. Red rice is available in southern part of India, is because it contains a pigment, a natural chemical compound, anthocyanin, which again acts as an antioxidant. So, and it has a lot of fiber, it has a lot of protein. So if it is taken as a dehulled, that means it with the bran, right? Not the polished one, then definitely it adds on to a lot of fiber. So this is, how the red rice or the brown rice becomes healthier than a normal white rice. So, yeah, so can I take you through the next winner? Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so winner number 3 is Jatin. Congratulations, Jatin. And this is his meal. This is kind of a deconstructed thali, I would say. It presented in form of a bowl. So, but though again, it contains all the food groups. It has chicken, it has the rajma, which gives a lot of proteins. It has the brown rice and the corn, which gives a lot of carbs. It has the salsa and a few capsicum that I can see, or the zucchini, which in the form of a salad, which gives a lot of vitamins, minerals, and fiber. And again, the hung curd with a lot of veggies in it. So I would say it's a very balanced bowl. But yes, I would like Chef to say something more on this. Chef, your opinion, please. Yes, Chef.
I think it's a beautiful representation. It's a very modern take on the Aragyamai Thali that I've been talking about, promoting, and been very proudly part of. This is something that brings me to say that change and innovation is constant, and there's no way that we could shy away from it. Bowl meals have taken the world by storm for the longest time, right from the the Vedic era to the whole spread of Buddhism. We have seen bowl meals have become a part of people's life all over the Southeast Asia, where a large part of the so-called healthy people of the world, let's say, stays. I think there is no reason tool. Now, when you let go of that measuring tool, you're walking blindfolded. So, which means you have to be very good. So, great credit to the participant. Congratulations on creating this beautiful, burrito bowl. I'm tempted to eat it. But like I said, if anybody, whoever out there is wanting to try something like this, you must understand you are walking blindfolded. You have to be very careful. So please weigh the portions before you start incorporating them into a bowl format, so that you know your food groups and your nutritions are kept intact. Absolutely go for it. Enjoy. Use seasonal produce. Use all your local veggies and vegetables that are locally available in season. We're just coming out of the winter. North have got amazing greens all through the winters. You could replace a lot of the corn with lovely greens. You could do in place of your hunker. There's a lot of other dairy products that you could look at. Other varieties of way you could bring this bowl into life and enjoy while retaining the principle of the thali, or the age-old learning of the thali, and that what we are promoting through Aragyamai Thali. So absolutely, congratulations, and please go and try these different formats.
Great. Thanks, Chef. This was a very, very important message that the portion control is so very important. So if at all we try to make any other meal or any other type of, presentation of the meal, kindly take care of the food groups that go into it and the portions that should go into it. So thank you, Chef. Now, let me take you to the second prize winner. That's Dr. Archana Santosh. Currently, I think she's unavailable because she's a dentist and she has got patients to, take care of. But her meal has been extremely appealing, visually very, very colorful. At the same time, I would say extremely nutritious as well, because it seems to be kind of a gluten-free meal. The chapati is a besan chila kind of, roti, which is made incorporated with a lot of veggies and paneer. And the salad has beans and paneer, and it has veggies into it, the greens. There is a salad which has oats and peanuts, and a lot of it's quite crunchy, I say, very, very nutritious. So healthy fat going in from the peanuts, healthy carbs coming in, and at the same time the ragi porridge, which is quite innovative, a very appealing drink, and she has some soup. So it is not a regular roti sabzi dal chawal, but at the same time it is quite balanced. There is curd, and yeah, one thing that I loved about this is for those who cannot digest wheat, it is completely gluten free. So there are ways of, having chapatis. Yeah, you can go in for bajra or jowar, right, in place of wheat. And also there's no rice here, but there is a lot of carbs coming in. There is a good amount of protein coming from the beans and the nuts and the basin, and I would say the soup here. So something to talk about the tomatoes, the cooked tomatoes. Generally we say that veggies when eaten raw are more nutritious, but it's not like that. Some veggies when cooked, they become more nutritious because of the release of the vitamins and the antioxidants after cooking. So tomatoes are the one on the list because once cooked, the release of lycopene, which is an antioxidant which helps in prevention of cancers. This is released more. So, so even if you're having raw tomatoes into your salads or salsa, I would say that, even cooked soups in the form of soup is equally healthy. So these were my inputs regarding the nutrition. Chef, what do you have to say on this?
First of all, congratulations. She's the first runners-up, right?
Yes.
Amazing. It's such a beautiful looking, it's like a piece of art. It's gorgeous. See how she's also balanced. Like, this is where I think you go make that little difference. She's put a little bit of a garnish of a paprika or chili or something like that on top of her raita bowl or something. Now that has broken the monotony of that particular, white that we saw, barring I think the previous, no, even the previous bowl, everybody had a white component, but even the white component, she has managed to make it look nicer now, which means she so many different products that comes out of the millet sorghum family. And down south, ragi is absolutely like a staple. I live out of ragi mudda when I'm in Bangalore. I miss it so much. Then when I'm back here, I drink ragi malt in the morning. In Delhi, my first day starts with ragi malt because it's too much of an effort to make a ragi mudda. And so ragi as part of a dietary system is probably the like God's gift to mankind. Everything is, of course, God's gift to mankind, but ragi is something that you can literally, like, Doctor, you will be the best person to speak about it. But I always look at ragi as almost like a supplement of everything that today is given to us as a supplement in terms of vitamins, nutrients, every supplement that we take. I think ragi can take care of a lot of that on its own, taken in the right and I wish I get a chance to taste it sometime. And congratulations.
Great. Okay. That was wonderful, chef. And now to the final thali. Congratulations, Vatbai. Yay. Yeah, she's the winner.
Yay.
So that's her thali. And what more to say? It's quite balanced. Again, the red rice gets a plus. There is curd, there is pumpkin. So for those who are a little confused, it's used as a veggie, but though it's a fruit actually, right? So loaded with vitamins, fiber, and minerals. There is moong and palak palya, and there's the steamed dish in between that you see. It is known as kandutlu. I can't pronounce it well, sorry, but it is a steamed a chana dal with onion and other greens, and so she scored well on that too, and the salad. So quite balanced and quite appealing. So I would say everything here was a plus plus for her. So yes, chef.
It's amazing how she manages to beat hundreds and thousands of participants and has become the winner. So congratulations. You are definitely a good cook. I can see that from the skill that is involved in cooking. Apart from creating a balanced meal, are you also a very good home chef that you've been able to put this together? There's definitely a lot of skill in the product that you've cooked. Very intelligent choice of ingredients, like rightly pointed out by Dr. Meghna, that very, very intelligent choice of ingredients. See, today we understand that Indian food is about choosing the ingredients correctly, which are sourced regionally, locally without too much of a carbon footprint or too much of a stress to the nature. And the same ingredients, everybody might have access to them, but how skillfully can we pair them to create a thali is where the whole intelligence of a home chef or a chef lies in. And I think that's why she has really scored very well. Hats off and well done. I would love to try this thali whenever I get a chance. All of them look very appealing, but this one for sure also has a very wholesome feel to it. This particular thali made it look like if you eat it, you will be full, as a little bit, this is one of these. I'm not a big eater. So for me, I'll be like, wow, that's a lot of food. But I think somebody, let's say the people who work in factories, a lot of them who are physical laborers, who work, do laborious physical work at sites and all, it will be so amazing to even getting served something like this. So absolutely, I think deserving winner, and congratulations to her for creating this sumptuous looking, wholesome thali with intelligently chosen ingredients and rightly paired.
And guess what, chef? A few of the winners, they had put in 10 thalis. Can you imagine? Such a lovely participation. And it was like, it was so difficult. So when I selected, I was almost confused. I selected, multiple thalis from the same participant. And then I had to kind of, and kind of then, shortlist again. So this was really hard, but congratulations once again to all the winners. So if the participants are there, we would like, we would like to know from them how did they enjoy participating, and any learnings that they took from My Thali My Way contest. Ronak, do we have the contestants here, the winners here?
Yeah, so we have Archana Santosh, Veena Krishnappa.
Oh, they are there. Great.
All of them are there.
So
Veena is thanking everyone. Archana is also thanking everyone.
Oh, great. Anyone would like to, just put on their videos, come live and talk to us?
I don't think that is possible to bring them to video now.
Okay.
We are using the Zoom.
Can they talk to us, Rona?
I think they can message us. They can message us on the inbox.
They can message us. Yeah. So if you have any question, Veena, Vatpai.
Yeah.
Priya is also online. So Priya is chatting with us.
Okay. I am not able to view all that. So maybe Rona, can you just read out their messages, or? Yeah, I can't view it. Okay, so before we end, I think it's already past 5:30. I just wanted everyone, if they can put on their cameras and we could take a pledge. If that's possible, I'll just, can you all see this? My health, my oath. If everybody can just put on their cameras and read it along with me. Is it possible, Ronak?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, great. Okay, so I'll just read out and you can just follow me. Maybe I'll just read out 2 lines and you can just follow me. My health, my oath. Starting from now, once a day I vow.
My health, my oath.
You have to go one line at a time.
Sure, okay, I think that's better.
Okay, my health, my oath.
My health, my oath.
My oath.
Starting from now.
Starting from
now.
Once a day I vow.
Once a day I
vow.
With this oath I sign and seal.
With this oath I sign
and seal.
To have at least one balanced meal.
To have at least
one balanced meal.
Be mindful of my portions.
Be mindful of my
portions.
Of my lifestyle and for the right portion.
Of my lifestyle and
for the right portion.
Where knowledge is wealth.
Where knowledge is wealth.
My thali looks after my health.
My thali
looks after my health.
I vow to eat right
I
vow
vow
How
to
to
eat
eat
right.
right
right?
and to proudly say,
and to
And to
proudly
proudly
say,
say,
this is my thali, my way.
this
This
is
is
my
my
thali,
thali,
my
my
way.
way.
my way.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I already feel
you.
like the
Thank
president
you,
of
Chef.
United States. Thank you.
Thanks, Chef.
Thank
No, I would
Well
like
done,
to
Ronak.
give the credit of this oath to Meeta. She penned it down. So thanks,
Has
Meeta.
to be. Has to be Meeta. All this, she's the brain.
Is she there? Thank you, Meeta.
Brain behind everything.
Thank you, Meeta.
Ronak, I'm hoping I'll get to eat this, Ronak. Ronak is not saying anything. He slipped out. I'm hoping I get to eat all of this.
Yes, yes, of course. We'll
Thanks, guys.
organize
Thanks,
it.
thanks, Rupa. Thanks,
Yeah,
doctor. Thank
definitely.
you.
Why not? That was not a Karnataka thali, that was a Tamil thali I think Priya had made.
Sorry.
The food club knows everybody who's doing what, who's where, and amazing, Rupa. Amazing, Ronak. Well done. Thank you, Ronak. See
Thank
guys.
you. Thank
Yeah,
you very
thank you so
much
much.
for joining us, Chef Sabi. Thank you, Dr. Pasi. Both of you all have been brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.